The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Utah Utes. Taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the Utah Utes return team will have that offense backed up. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you're risking running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways, and this guy is very dangerous.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Rising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Utes will call on their punt team.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Arizona State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Sun Devils have a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I don't think the defense was expecting him on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
They go to the ground. Aaron is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. The back goes in motion. Got the first down, looking for more. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dropping back, it's rising. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires left, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense making the sure tackle just short of the first down marker.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one is picked up in the end zone. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Rising. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's going for the big play. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Now they'll run the draw. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And he intercepts it.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Feeling some heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Kush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Black. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He smashes his way through again. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Sun Devils are on the move. They'll test the right side. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
Listen, you got to be able to know what kind of call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Got it in the middle. It's Keithy. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Utah! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Going up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Utes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Nice move there. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. All kinds of running room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Takes the handoff. It's Bernard. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Utah, 28. Arizona State, 18.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. Still running up the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Makes the catch. It's Scatterbo. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
42 Spider, 642 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scatterbo. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They want that clock to run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Back to pass, it's rising. Lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, and they convert. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Stanley. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to...
Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35. Arizona State, 25.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. I guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Arizona State, 25.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's going to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.